Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 130.
20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 40 plus 15 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 130.
Yep,
Cut math.
She seems pretty confident. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. She leaves me in the dust every time.
Every time.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Last time we spoke,
It was 2019.
it was 2019. It's 2020.
Yes, it is.
So, glad you're still with us.
Yes. Thanks for that.
Glad to know you're here for the long haul.
Yep.
You're here for the long haul.
This is we did make videos in 2017, we made videos in 2018, we made videos in 2019, and we're making videos in 2020.
Yep. So,
Fourth year.
pretty good. Pretty good. We're not going anywhere as far as I know.
Nope. I don't plan on it.
Anyway, we saw some of you, or we, what?
This is a YouTube channel about cross-stitch in case you're new here.
Right.
Welcome aboard.
Right.
Okay, we saw some what?
We didn't see, but we heard from several of you on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
If you weren't aware, we did an Instagram Live, off and on, more on than off, from 9 p.m. to a little past midnight last Wednesday.
Eastern Standard Time.
And you had written some numbers down. Do you have them? Stats, if you will.
So every time, I have a rough number. So every time, so we came on from at the 9 o'clock hour, 10 o'clock hour, 11, whatever. And I know that some people came on and left and whatever. And then we would go off air.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes in between the hours. And for a couple different reasons, but whatever.
Right.
And every time you do that, when you hit end on an Instagram Live, it will tell you how many viewers you had. And I had forgotten that Instagram Live did that, and so I didn't write down the first hours.
Oh.
So I don't have a true accurate average.
Okay.
But I know that the second hour had over 400 viewers. Various, sometimes people came on, they left, they came on, they left, came on, left. So that's why it, at one point, I know in the first hour we had over 300 at one time viewing, which is actual banana pants.
Right.
And then the third hour, we had 350 roughly.
Okay.
And then the final hour, we had 300.
Not bad.
Various viewers.
But don't you think we had the most people in the first
and second hour?
So I think we can safely say we probably had
an
between
average.
400 and 500 people in that first hour.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Right? Now, we're sorry if you
had technical difficulties.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
But I think those who stayed with us throughout the night generally had a good time. We had a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
And even if you were not trying to get a giveaway, I think it was fun just to watch.
Yeah. It's just us a little bit more casual.
If you're not doing anything, you're just hanging out and so forth on New Year's Eve,
right.
We'll probably be here.
Yeah. Because we don't go out and party.
Because we don't, we're not party people, bar people, whatever.
I mean, we're party people. We are the party people.
But
we're not party
in a
people.
certain, in a certain way. So, anyway, thanks to everybody who chimed in, who dialed in, and whatever you did, jumped in, chimed in,
stepped in, came in, bounced in, frolicked in.
I think everybody had a good time. Yeah. And if you got frustrated and had problems with your tech, because there were a lot of variables involved, and so forth, our sincere apologies.
Yes.
We're looking at alternatives.
Yeah, we've discussed.
And we'll, we got 350 days to think about it,
Something like that. Yeah.
But anyway, we gave some stuff away.
We did.
And when are we going to do that? When are we going to talk about the people that won stuff? Later?
Well, no, we can talk about it now, but we were just the people that won stuff on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. We're going to do that later?
We're going to list off everybody? I don't have a list of everyone that won.
I'm getting that confused with the other giveaway.
The video giveaway.
We give so much stuff away. I'm getting one giveaway confused with another giveaway. No, I went out and purchased all the packaging material we needed.
Right.
Because we gave so much stuff away.
Yeah.
And we're only waiting on one address.
Yes.
And I've messaged that person, and so I'm sure we'll hear the next day or so. But everything...
So if you want to package it, will probably go out either...
Not tomorrow.
No, because I have to work.
Maybe Tuesday. Or Wednesday.
Yeah. If I can, tomorrow night, get everything, like, sealed up and everything, then we will go ahead and mail them out Tuesday.
But I got all the packing material, and we did Steph did a cute little note.
I did.
And so all that's going to go out in the next couple of days.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Congratulations to all the winners, and
thank you all
for everybody that joined us on New Year's Eve.
It was wonderful.
Okay, what else happened this week? We went to Keepsakes on Friday.
Yes, Keepsakes reopened.
Finally.
Closed. For how dare they?
I know.
Been closed since Christmas Eve, and so we reopened on Friday.
Right.
It was just about as busy as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
The final due date to pay off your stitch away balance, balance is January 6th.
Yeah,
which is
so
Monday.
a lot of people came in.
So a lot of people were coming in to pay that off.
Including yours truly.
Right. So it was busy. So, but it was nice because a lot of people were like, blah, blah, blah. Let's see our friends, all the things. Right. So that was nice. It made the day go fast.
Right.
And then after work on Friday, I went, Pam and I drove. She left me. Pam and I drove.
She left me. She abandoned me.
Pam, I have a life separate from you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, it was, Tech Guy in the Hive, Kia B's husband, Nathan. It was his birthday on Saturday.
How old was he?
I'm not going to say it's not polite. It's not polite to ask a gentleman's age.
Probably guess.
I mean, he's in my age bracket.
Okay.
For what it's worth.
Right.
And I'm 32.
Okay. Now they're scratching at something.
Oh, no, she's just...
No, they're behind the... Well, they better not screw that up. Should we put it on pause?
No. No. Oh.
Okay.
They're just sitting under the Christmas
Mischievous.
tree. Oh, that's what they did. They had their paws up on the
tree stand?
Tree stand.
We still have our tree up.
Yeah. Because Merry Christmas. Okay.
Right.
Because we didn't put it up.
I got a little concerned because I didn't want them behind the TV with all the wires and all that kind of crap.
So, yeah, so I left Cincinnati at about 5:15 on Friday, and I drove 2 hours to Indianapolis to hang out and be with the Bandies for Nathan's birthday on Saturday. Yeah. Nathan is super passionate about smoking meat.
Right.
And
so we had a great time.
I had never had any of his smoking.
You said it was absolutely
It was amazing.
Delicious. Yeah.
And so there was just some of their friends and families over and had a wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah.
I love going up there.
Yeah.
And
I stayed home.
Yeah, and Pam stayed home.
I went out to dinner with a couple of my local stitching friends.
Yeah. Sharon
and Delisha, and we had a great time.
We did.
Because we're getting excited about Stitch Away, which is 10 days away.
Okay. And so when I got there, I had still had to give Kia her presents I got her from Holland. So we were like, I gave her presents and all that stuff. And then she said to one of her boys, hey, go run upstairs, which is where the room is that I sleep. And she said, and get the present that's on Steph's bed. I was like, present on my bed? So, this is my present that Kia got me. So, so we have owned Ticket to Ride, the board game.
For several years.
Yes.
We never played it.
We made a valid attempt.
We made an attempt, and somehow it just wasn't clicking. It just wasn't clicking.
So when we went to the Bandies for Thanksgiving,
we played for the first time.
And we made sense and we got it. And then we found out when we were at their house for Thanksgiving that there was a expansion pack.
Right.
That was the Netherlands.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Santa.
And so Santa Claus brought that to Stephanie.
It brought it to us. Don't say that.
Anyway.
Anywhoosie. So I took the Netherlands version because I was very confused.
As to how both boards work together.
Because I thought you needed both boards out to play, and you don't.
Okay.
So I was just like, I need help. So, Nathan also said there's a ton of YouTube videos on how to play too.
Oh, well.
So that's
YouTube's good for a lot of
good stuff. Not just good for Just Keep Stitching.
Right.
So anyway, they got me this chart, Graded Expectations.
Is it grated cheese?
I don't know. But it is the cross-stitch chart
of
one of the Ticket to Ride cards.
Wow.
Which is very cool.
All you gamers out there, or spouses of gamers.
Yes. And so...
That's kind of cool.
And not only did they get me the chart, but they got me
how cool is that?
The fabric and...
The DMC.
The floss.
Wow. Very nice.
It's very pretty. I'm very excited about it.
Right.
And there's a
pretty much full coverage, isn't it?
She did say that it's pretty much full coverage, but if I were to have it, however I had it finished or framed or whatever, to show off the fabric, this color would look really pretty.
Okay.
So it is from Graded Expectations on Etsy.
Yep. Wow.
So I will.
How cool is that?
So I will link that Etsy shop below.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed there Friday night and stayed there. I had contemplated coming home late. I ate a Snickers right before I sat down. The peanut.
Never eat a Snickers before a FlossTube.
Never. And anyhow, because in the package from Kia was Snickers and some candy. Anywho, and so I was contemplating coming home late Saturday night, like leaving their house at 10, because that's like my prime hour. But after eating the food...
She worked her butt off at the shop all day Friday, and I really worried about her driving up there after working all day, after being on her feet and being tired and so forth, and dealing...
But it was all good.
Dealing with all of the people.
Yes, but it was all fine.
But she made it fine.
And I came home this morning. I left their house about 10 o'clock and got home just past noon.
Yeah.
And
I survived.
Had a great time. She did.
I survived.
She did.
I watched shows I wanted to watch.
Uh-huh.
I ate food I wanted to eat.
As if I hogged the TV and force feed you crappy food.
I did have a list of things I needed to talk to her about by the time she rolled in.
Yes, she did.
Oh, yes, yeah. There was a list.
Yes, there was definitely a list.
But anyway.
I had a great weekend. Yeah. Thank you so much to Bandies. Yeah. And it's just nice that my best friend lives 2 hours away and I could just pop over.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Pop over.
All right.
Okay. And then really quickly, old business. We've gotten a lot of questions, and we especially got a lot of questions after last week's video.
Yeah.
First and foremost, thank you all so much for all of your compliments and feedback on our Christmas tour, and all of that. So I hope that if you have not had the chance to watch it, that you do, and that you see all of our wonderful Christmas stitches. As you see, they're still up, because we were a little bit late in the Christmas decorating game.
Yeah, so we're just, we're keeping
basking
it up
in it.
For as long as the rest of you people kept it up, we're just on the other end.
Correct. And then, so when we have, we've been using the same music to soundtrack our slideshows and tour walls and whatever.
Yeah.
Since forever.
Yeah.
And so, however, you have to be very careful when you add music to YouTube videos, because you can't use copyrighted material.
Right.
Because if you use their material without permission, that's copyright infringement.
Yeah.
And so there is a website, and so we've gotten a lot of questions as to where do I get the music.
Right.
And to answer all of your questions, there is a royalty-free aka copyright-free
right.
music
Right.
website where you can just download various tracks. I know other FlossTubers
use it too.
that use the same website,
Yeah.
and it is called bensound.com.
Mm-hmm.
And
way back when we first started editing and so forth, Stephanie looked around on Bensound for some background music, and we hit that tune, and we just said, "Oh, that's kind of nice."
Yeah,
and it's become kind of our trademark music.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of other FlossTube channels have kind of trademark music.
Like that's the music that they use every time.
Yeah. I can think of like Sunshine Stitchers or Caroline Off the Grid or, all over the place, all over the country.
Yeah.
Different people have just stuck with some kind of theme music.
Yeah.
And
they come from that website or one similar to that website.
Right. So,
so to answer all the questions...
We're going to keep that in the description box permanently.
Yes.
For our own reference when we get that question, so we remember. It's called Acoustic Breeze.
I'm so impressed that you remember that because I totally forgot.
But it has no artist listed necessarily. But it is something that is free for anybody to use in any kind of video production.
Correct.
So we're going to stick with it because we like it.
And you guys seem to like it too.
So that kind of leads into...
this
Pam's pinned comment.
Also trademark music.
We had a lot of comments because we had a lot of stuff to give away, right? All the Rivera's charts that we had. And so I decided that I would pick a comment that wasn't entered in the contest, if you will.
Yeah.
Plus, we both love this lady so much.
Yes.
This is from our friend Toni Weiss, who lives in Northern Kentucky. So she's a local friend, and we actually saw her Friday with her sister Beth at the shop.
Yes, we did.
And so I decided to pin Tony's comment because it was not entered necessarily to win any of the charts.
Not that your contest entries were bad.
No, they were wonderful. And we'll talk more about how fun that was. But for Pam's pinned comment, this comes to us from Toni. And she said, loved your tour de wall and tour de Christmas tree. Thank you for all you've done on FlossTube World in 2019. Your banter, expressions, both facial and verbal, and sense of humor crack me up. I agree with your philosophies about planning and goal setting.
Yes.
Since I'm very unaccountable to myself, I like to set general guidelines.
Like Stitch.
I feel very fortunate to be your friend, IRL, in real life. Best wishes for another successful year in 2020. May your uploads be trouble-free and swift.
Yes.
I like that last part especially.
Me too.
So, thanks, Toni. We love you. You know we do. So, anyway, let's talk about stitching, shall we?
I think we shall.
Okay.
How about that?
We're going to show you what we've been working on since we saw you last.
Oh, no, I don't want my stuff to fall over. Okay, so first and foremost, we should tell you that we, as a lot of people did, we spent some time this week, and when I was off work, organizing and, like, not necessarily, like, planning out months or whatever, but just organizing. And every time I go to, like, organize my whips and see where I'm at, I always think I have, like, 800.
Well, that reminds me, sorry, guys, we also spent the day with our friend Katie and Andy on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one of the things that we talked about. We forgot.
Andy!
Sorry.
Andy!
Anyway, so we talked a lot about planning. And,
we did.
And things that are even our local group. Katie came up with something called Whip It Good. And we're kind of working that into other stuff.
Correct. So, I sat down and, like, just categorized my whips, and I have 39, which I feel pretty good about, honestly. And so this Whip It Good thing that Katie Glass has come up with. So the outline of the challenge is for us in our whistle stop group.
And this is just our whistle stop group.
Yeah, it's not like
it's not
big
a big
thing. But that we all are to only work on whips from noon on January 1st, 2020 until the day we arrive at the whistle stop in October.
In October. So it's not even a full year.
So no new starts between January and October. Right. There are a few exceptions that she's made for some people. We are doing monthly ornaments. Obviously, those have to be new starts. We're doing the Snow Village, so that's obviously a new start. And then we are each allotted we're doing a Stitch Away start. And we've got smalls for some retreats this year coming up. So there's a little
bit of tweaking.
Right.
You know, she's going to hold us accountable.
Right.
And so
I'm going to use it to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
And so the first project that I would really like to get finished in 2020 is from Not Forgotten Farm, and it is Winter Box. And I am doing the Country Sampler conversion. Country Sampler is a local needlework shop in Spring Green, Wisconsin. And if you would like the conversion, then give them a call. I'll put their information in the box. And you can call them and get the info. So this is where I'm at with my fox.
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and this fabric. This fabric is like...
It's summer khaki.
Yummy.
From Rachel. It's nothing too fancy.
No, I know, but it just pops.
So I love it. I like how more orange my fox is as opposed to red like that. So I don't have much left. I'm working over on this side right now to get this side done. And then there's the big tree that's over here. And then there's kind of like a penny rug border and some snow that he's standing on. But then he's done. So I think that if nothing else, I can make some serious progress on him between now and the end of Stitch Away. So
I think so too.
Thank you. So next, see, I have everything in my bags, so I'm organized. Okay, actually, that goes over there. Thank you. Okay, and then the second whip I worked on is, so Pam and I have decided, like we talked about, that we're each going to do an ornament a month, every month until November. So we're going to stop in November. So we're each going to have 10 new ornaments for the year.
Well, we've got to stop
in October, so because the due date is November 1st.
I know, but we've got to finish Halloween.
Halloween first.
Ahead of November. We're going to miss the boat on the Halloween ornament.
That's true.
So we'll have to adjust that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. We can figure it out.
Yeah.
So, we each have a wheel with our ornaments on it. And mine landed on this Halloween one to be my January ornament. This is from the 2011 Just Cross Stitch Halloween edition magazine. And it is called Autumn Stars, and it's by Blackbird Designs.
Yep.
I think some of their most underrated charts are their ornaments. And I think I have 2 or 3 different charts in the works for them.
For this year?
By them, by Blackbird in my stuff.
Cool.
And I'm stitching mine in all the called for colors on 32 count sampler gold by Color and Cotton. And that is how much I have done.
Oh, it looks so pretty.
Thank you.
Good fabric for that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm stitching my Friendship Garden thing with Kia on another piece of sampler gold, and this was this like strip I had left, and I was like, oh.
It's perfect.
Yes.
That appears to be a pumpkin in a vase.
Yes, with the little vine coming down.
Yeah. Somebody was wondering about that.
Oh, pumpkin.
At the shop, maybe. I don't know.
But pumpkin in a vase.
Yeah.
And there are eyelet stitches on that. There are lazy daisy stitches on that, and crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my third whip for the week. Technically, I had 4, but there's one that I'm not showing because it's a secret stitch. I did have a New Year, New Start. When I organized all of my whips, I also had mixed into all my junk I had all of my kitted up projects, so I wanted to separate the two. So I have 39 whips, and I had 31 fully kitted projects. I had no idea I was really that into fully kitting things, but apparently I am. And
those are good to go. Hit the road running.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so then I narrowed it down by what was really calling to me to start, and then I asked the Whistle Stop girls and Kia to vote and tell me what they wanted me to start. And they voted on Needles Dance, and I'm doing the blue colorway. So it says, the night forest wakes as the needles dance. There you go. It's beautiful. So you can get it in 2 different colorways, but I'm doing it in this colorway. And I bought the kit from Inspired Needle, which is the local needle shop that runs Galleria. I'll put their information down below. This was a Market 2019 exclusive of sorts. So shop owners had to take this class, which was run by the designers. And if you took the class from the designers at Market in 2019, then you were eligible to carry the chart and the kits in your shop. If you did not attend the class, you couldn't get the kit or the chart, which is fine. I bought it from Inspired Needle at Galleria.
Oh, so they have some.
So Inspired Needle.
So it's a collaboration between these 3 designers.
Yes.
Did you mention that?
No, I'm about to, though. So the designers behind this, it's a collaboration from Beth Seal from Summer House Stitchworks, Tracy Horner, I think it is, from Ink Circles, and Kathy Haberman from Hands On Design.
So there might still be some at Inspired Needle?
Correct.
But no guarantees.
No guarantees, but there might still be some left.
Okay.
I am doing a stitch along with Rachel on Instagram, and her Instagram handle is Stitchy Rach. And we are using the hashtag Needles. I have to write it out to know it. Needles Dance NYNS. Oh, please, I'm going to get this wrong if I don't. If I don't look it up, I'm going to get it wrong, and I will not do that to Rachel. I refuse. Oh, please. Okay. Hashtag Needles Dance NYNS SAL. NYNS is New Year, New Start.
Oh.
SAL.
So Needles Praise.
Needles Dance.
Needles Dance. New Year, New Start SAL. Okay.
NYNS SAL.
Okay.
And I know that a lot of people have commented on my photo.
She's doing the blue colorway too, isn't she?
I do believe, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is 32 count Blue Moon linen from Weichelt.
Gosh, it's pretty.
And that is how much I have done. So it's not really that much. It looks pretty from far away too. So, and editor's note, on my kit, the center was not marked correctly. So if you're at home and you're watching this and you're like, I have that, I'm going to join in on the SAL. We'd love to have you. Please join. But make sure that where the middle is marked, it's correct.
The horizontal arrow is way off.
Right. And if you just like look at it from far away,
you'll be able to
you'll
know.
be able to
If
tell.
you've stitched anything in your life, you'll be able to know.
One would hope.
Yeah.
One would hope.
Yeah.
So I haven't worked on this since January 1st, but it is coming to Stitch Away with me. So
right.
that is for sure.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it for me. Yeah.
Okay, what have I been working on? Okay, I'm participating in WhipGo.
Yeah.
If you want more information about WhipGo, go over to
Jessie Marie.
Jessie Marie Does Stuff on FlossTube, and you'll hear all about it. It's basically a bingo card concept for getting whips done. Okay, so I'm trying to incorporate that with the Whip It Good that we're doing with our local group. And Lord knows I have no problem, with doing any of it.
Yeah.
So, like Stephanie, I started my January, we were watching the parade and everything on New Year's Day, my January ornament, and I can't show you a picture of it because it's just a chart.
Was it a freebie?
Yeah, through some website that I don't even remember anymore.
Well, then you could show it. Just flash it real quick.
Well, okay.
Just 'cause they're not going to know based on that. It's by Jeanette Cruz.
It came out of a pretty old 1993 Jeanette Cruz Designs booklet that had one of those omnibus books, remember, that Jeanette Cruz did?
Oh, so it's not free.
Well, I got this chart, but I don't remember how I got it.
Okay.
So, it's so darn old, though.
Yeah, just show it to him real quick.
Get the concept? Okay. It's a goose who is trailing a string of Christmas lights.
Wearing ice skates.
Wearing ice skates. So, you know. So, this is as far as I've gotten. Basically, it's old school cross stitch in the sense of lots of shading. And it really is just the wing. He's kind of running with the skates on, and so his wing is flapping. So, I did that on New Year's Day.
You know what fabric that is, Pam?
It's light blue, and it is an even weave. That's as far as I know.
Here, can we do it?
Because I didn't need much. This isn't going to be very big.
No. Ornaments are a great way to
use up scraps.
Use up scraps of fabric.
Right. And then also, I am also doing a sampler because of the 400th anniversary of the landing of the Mayflower.
Yeah, land home.
This is an idea or an inspiration that was presented to us at the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat.
Yeah.
And Amanda and Brenda Gervais was there, and she said, because that's really when samplers came to America, as well as the Mayflower passengers and crew. And so we all ought to do a sampler in 2020.
Yes.
So
celebrate that.
This is the sampler that I'm doing. It came out of a magazine that is no longer in publication called Fine Lines. And this came out of the spring 2004 edition. And it's called Women of the Mayflower. Okay. And I am in the process of trying to prove my descendancy from a Mayflower passenger. I'm not having very good luck, but I haven't really dedicated a whole lot of time to it either. So I made a couple of vague attempts. Not vague attempts.
They were valid attempts.
Valid is what I meant to say.
Oh.
2 or 3 valid attempts to submit lines to the Mayflower, the General Society of Mayflower. I'm not saying that right. General Assembly of Mayflower Descendants, I think, but I'm not sure of the last word. Anyway, so what I decided to do with this is because
the call
this was in an issue that was featuring old willow fibers. And I decided, rather than search all over creation for old willow, that I would, based on this picture alone, that I would do a complete color and cotton fabric and color and cotton threads. Okay?
No, you're just doing color and cotton threads. It's pictures plus fabric.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Just the fibers. Okay. So, Stephanie helped me, and we
got it together, people.
We got it together. And I started this, I think, on New Year's Day, too.
You surely did.
So I have a little cheat sheet of my conversion. And believe it or not, I had Pilgrim People needle minders. Do you believe it?
I do.
So anyway,
it's so cute.
This is, what did we decide I'm stitching this on?
It's picture this plus, I think it's the balloon.
Yes, it is. It's doubloon 32. Doubloon even weave.
Yes.
And so I am...
Lugana.
Yeah, Lugana. And so I started, and there, believe it or not, even though there are, half a dozen to 8 names of women of the Mayflower, there are only 2 female figures on the boat in the sampler. So of the 2 women that are on the boat in the sampler, I have 1 in. So.
Wow, Pam, that looks great.
Yeah, it is going to be really, really pretty.
I love
it's
her
not
hair.
going to look traditional, but I'm gonna like it. Yeah. I'm gonna like it. The top words say, "To land anew, we dare to roam. By ship we sail to our new home." There is a 1620 date on there. Then it says "Women of the Mayflower," and then it says, "Remember Allerton," remember was her first name, "Sarah Eaton, Desire Minter, Rose Standish, Mary Brewster, Dorothy Bradford, Joan Tilley, Elizabeth Winslow, Susanna White, and Alice Mullins." And I think I have a good chance of proving my descendancy from William Brewster. So, cool. That's where I am with my, and I've created a hashtag. If you want to do any of the other Mayflower charts, of course, Little House came up with one.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of others that are just of the ship in my stash. But
it's hashtag.
Hashtag is Mayflower 2020 samplers.
Nope, Mayflower 400 samplers.
Oh, Mayflower 400. Jeez, I don't even know my own hashtag.
It's okay. I didn't know mine either.
All right.
Mayflower 400 samplers.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can use that. You can use that hashtag if you want. Okay. And then because of, and those, neither of those, the ornament or the Mayflower, is part of WhipGo. I have 2 focus pieces for this month. So I'm going to split the month in half and work on the first one, the first half of the month.
Yeah.
And that is Jenny Bean's Halloween Sampler. I could have, I thought of this afternoon. I could have used that as a sampler if I wanted to participate in some of the sampler sales that are going on. But
at the same time, it's not a new start.
No, it isn't a new start. It's a whip. So hence WhipGo. And it's from Shakespeare's Peddler. Mm-hmm. And it is...
I like this color.
Yep. So now the situation with this chart, when it was first issued, Teresa worked with
Gentle Art,
mm-hmm. and came up with some custom colors for this. Yep. And I bought the pack, and I think I got it from Teresa directly.
I believe so, yeah.
From Kitten Stitcher directly, I think. And that is what I'm using. Mm-hmm. So there's the super special custom colors, which don't come labeled. You have to kind of match them up to the key. Mm-hmm. And then there are the closest regular Gentle Arts to the special ones, and then there's a DMC conversion. So, you got 2 or 3 options there.
Yeah.
And I'm stitching this on 32 Legacy. And I had just gotten 1 window done.
This was your New Year, New Start in 2019.
It was?
Yeah.
New Year, New Start in
2019.
Was it really? Son of a gun. Anyway, I'm going to work on this until we go to Stitch Away. Okay, so that's kind of the plan.
Yeah, okay.
And I have no dream that I will finish this in 10 days.
Pam's 2019 starts. I keep track of it in my phone in the list.
Okay.
January 1, Jenny Bean's Halloween.
Well, I didn't do very much on it, but I have made quite a bit of progress. But I still have no illusions that I will finish this in 10 days. So here it is, and that's awesome. A couple of things that are my preferences. The first thing is the color for the black is quite sparse. The threads are very, very thin. Mm-hmm. And I chose to bump mine up to 3 strands on the black. Yeah. I I just am happier with that kind of coverage. The other thing that I'm noticing is these tombstones on this fabric are kind of invisible. So when I'm all done, I can easily frog these out if I'm really not happy and put them in with a shade darker, a gray, or something that looks more visible, tombstone-y. But you know, that's what the special color was.
And it wouldn't be a problem if it had fallen like on this.
I know, I thought of that. See, but it's just the way the
dyeing happened,
took.
yeah.
And there's one more tombstone over here. Okay. So there's a big willow tree.
And you don't want to backstitch it.
No, okay. I really don't, because I think that if there's no other back stitching,
it would look weird.
In the design, it would look weird.
Agreed.
So I'm going to live with it. Those are really, really quick to frog out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to live with it now. When the white is enclosed,
it's fine.
No problem. But when they're standing out there by themselves, they're kind of hard to see. So, and then there's a whole bunch of words that have to do with, you know, when I am dead and in my grave, blah, 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 blah. And so that's my progress on my Whip Go piece. One of the two for January for focusing. Perfect. Focusing. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry, we had a little earthquake.
You guys still with us? Cool, great.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get the bell.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to talk about finishes. So generally speaking, from a statistical standpoint, I had in the year 2019, I had 32 finishes.
How many did I have?
I'm about to say.
Oh.
Hold your horses.
You had 32.
I had 32, and Pam had 39.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad
at all. So, my 32nd finish for 2019 was finished on December 31st, 2019. And it is from the Prairie Schooler. It is the 2007 limited edition Santa. And so, if you recall, I had, like, everything but, like, the snowman and some other stuff. I had a lot of the houses done, and I just had, like, a little bit left to do in last week's video. And so I made a lot of changes. And I want to say, too, that this chart is no longer available as a kit. I had the full kit. I was gifted it by a viewer. The chart by itself, however, is still available through Hoffman.
Oh, that's good to know.
So Hoffman is a distributor, so you need to talk to your local needlework shop and ask for them to order it for you, and they can easily do that.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay.
Yep.
So there's that. This copy of my chart is already spoken for.
Yeah.
So I stitched mine using everything called for with one DMC exception, and including the fabric. This is 28 count linen in raw natural that was in the kit.
Yeah.
And here it is done. So I changed the face and hands to a DMC. Just because I'm not going to say Dolce de Leche again, I promise. If you remember the Dolce de Leche problem from last week, we're good.
Yeah.
So, I basically had this left to do. So I made some decisions. I did not want a green snowman, so I made him white. I think he looks dapper. I did change his hat to black. It was also supposed to be green. I did leave his scarf green, which I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is green. I did use 2 strands for the back stitch there. I used black for his arms and hands, and Also, it called for the eyes, nose, and buttons to be left as blank spaces.
No.
And I asked a bunch of people, and they all said, if you leave it unstitched, it looks unfinished.
Yep.
And I said, I agree. So I stitched those in, and I left the green. I understand that they wanted the green for color balance, but I think that it still looks balanced, even with the change in the white snowman.
You did make the fence green.
Okay. I sure did, yes. Otherwise, there would have been hardly any green at all down here, and it would have looked wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really loving this. Mm-hmm. I think that I want a flat fold out of this. I don't necessarily need it to be framed. And I charted my own numbers. And I'm very happy and proud of myself for that.
Yeah, because what was the number in the 07? 07.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had to completely come up with my own numbers for that.
You did a good job.
So.
Yep.
Happy finishes, everyone.
Okay.
So here's to all the finishes in 2020.
Yeah, here's to a whole bunch of finishes in 2020. I know there are a lot of stitchers out there who are really pushing to try to reduce their whips, and so let's all cheer everybody on.
Correct.
All right. Let's talk about what next.
We're going to talk promos next.
Promos.
All right. So, I think when I showed you all the threads for November, that I thought that they were the threads for December, and I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
So,
they were the November threads.
They were. And I found that out when the December threads showed up. So the threads I'm referring to are the Color and Cotton Threads of the Month Club from Crazy Annie's. We had a wonderful year of threads, just like I said in the last shipment when I thought it was December's. And so this was a pleasant surprise to get.
Yeah.
Thank you to Annie and to Angela for a wonderful year full of threads.
Right.
So there were 3 different color ways that you could get, 3 different packs. There was the brights, there was the primitive, and then there was the all colors. We got 5 skeins of each colorway. So first I will show you all the primitive colors. So first is eucalyptus. There we go. Eucalyptus. Next is flagstone. Next is woodland. I like that one. And fourth is submarine. It's a really pretty variation. And the last in the primitive set is molasses. It's showing up a little bit more pinky purpley than it is in real life, but it's really pretty. Okay. Then the next pack is the brights. Now there's one color in here that I don't know if I'd classify as a bright, but it's beautiful regardless, so I like it. It's called Fairy Ring. Look at that variation, like just in that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And then there is Pumpkin Patch. Yeah, that's literally exactly what it looks like. And a little bit darker, I guess. Then there is Peacock. Ooh, look at that.
That's pretty cool.
I like doing this with it. Look at that.
Yep.
That's gorgeous. And there's 2 pinks. Cupid. Love that. And Cherry Fizz. I like, how do people come up with names?
I know.
All right. And then the final pack is the all colors. So it's kind of like a mixture of the 2 with just new colors. So this is... Oh.
What?
Guess what this one's called?
I don't know.
Delft Blue.
Oh, Delft Blue.
Oh.
Delft Blue.
We'll always have Delft, Pam.
We will.
Then this color is Harvest Wheat. Love it. This color is Old with an E, Santa.
Love
it.
Interesting.
And then there is...
Okay. Where do they come up with the names? I don't know.
Medieval. I like that with the blue and the silver. And then this is called Fairway. Like golf. Right? Yes. Yep. So those are officially, yeah. The end of our Color and Cotton Thread of the Month Club. Right. Through Crazy Annie Stitching stuff. So, again, thank you to Annie and to Angela.
Yep, I think they did a wonderful job.
For a fantastic year. Yes. Okay, so then the next thing that we're going to talk about is we got a message from a lovely lady whose name is Shazi.
Right.
So if you're out there in the world and you are still up in the air about making plans for 2020, if you're looking for a planner to help organize your stuff, whether it is for the calendar year or just to organize your stuff in general,
right?
Shazi has made a absolutely fantastic, amazing planner. And so, okay, she sent us an email and I don't want to get anything wrong.
Right.
Okay, so it's more or less like a journal. So
she's got all kinds of variety of pages.
Yeah, so there's
you can look at and purchase by type of page.
Correct.
Type of layout, whatever you're comfortable with.
Correct.
And she sells them on her own website. And it's shazzyinstitches.co.uk/shop. And it's going to be in the description box, so don't worry about it.
Yes. And they're all PDF download, correct?
Yes.
So it's not like you
bought
ordered
several pages.
Yeah.
And we've used them. She's put a lot of effort in these. And so you need to go check them out. This is the good time to do it.
Yeah.
Because just like we said, some people just like to have things in books, and it's just great.
She also has pages for like a DMC checklist,
right?
Or
she's
like
got
a dental
all kinds
checklist,
of tools,
or like a fabric inventory, or all of these really great pages that can be supplemented to even your existing calendar.
Yeah, so you whatever. You just pay, and you get the PDF downloads, and just do with what you will. So. There's going to be a code.
A coupon code.
Yes. JKS20.
Yeah.
That's easy to remember.
To get 20% off.
20% off until the last day of January. So hop on over there, see if there's anything that interests you, and just download them. They're very reasonably priced. And like I said, she's put a lot of effort into these, and we want to help her out. So,
correct.
Check that out in terms of your January plans. And then, of course, the promotion of promotions.
Yes.
Now, we told you, there's stuff that's getting big.
Okay, Pam.
In our relationship with Twin Peaks. Can it get any bigger than our trip?
Maybe.
So all of last year, or ever since we've been promoting Twin Peaks Primitives, we've picked a promotional chart every week and offer it to you through all the usual sources for 15% off.
Yes.
Guess what we found out when we went to see the girls in December? They're bumping it up to 20%, people. So
for 2020.
For 2020, all of the weekly promotional charts from Twin Peaks Primitives are going to be 20% off if you say you heard about it from Pam and Steph.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
So, the promotional chart for this week, starting off with the 20% off, is called Greenhouse on the Hill. I love it. I think it's a wonderful winter scene, and people love houses. So
they sure do.
Here's one on a hill, and we're going to insert a picture here. So 20% off. You can't beat it. Holy cow.
Yeah.
So,
if you would like to get a copy of that weekly promotion for 20% off, you can get your copy from 3 different sources, 2 of which are a PDF download. So you can either go to the Twin Peak Primitives website or their Etsy shop, and both of which are linked below. Just again, mention that you heard about it from us to get your 20% discount. If you would prefer to get a hard copy of the chart, cool by us, just go to Beach Cottage Stitchers. We'll be working with them again in 2020. And again, mention that you heard about it through us to get the discount. All right. So, and I will link all of those places below. Okay? Okay.
So, greenhouse on a hill.
Yes.
On the hill.
On the hill.
All right. Now
to the giveaways that you were confused about earlier.
So these are the Riveras charts.
Yes.
With charms.
Yes.
That we offered last week
yes.
for you to enter. That's why we had so many comments, because we told you that if you wanted to be entered mm-hmm. in any combination of the charts that we offered, you had to put that word in your comment. And correct. Oh my goodness, did you have fun with this?
I can't with you people.
And there were 5 different words mm-hmm. representing 5 different charts.
Yep.
And you had a ball putting
amazing.
A combination of all 5 words in your comment so that you could be in the running for any of the 5.
Yes, I was obsessed.
So
we used, there is a YouTube random comment picker website that you put in the URL, and then there is a search for keyword or hashtag option.
Right.
And then you just type in the box the word to search for, and then it only pulls the comments that have that word in the comment, which is exactly what we wanted it to do.
Yeah.
So this is the process for doing the giveaway is the same as it's been for quite a while.
Right.
And so I recorded a video of me picking the winners for our 5 Riveras charts. And we will insert the video of us giving all the charts away here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the giveaway portion of the program from episode 129. We are giving these away in episode 130. And if you all remember, we had 5 lovely Riveras charts to give away to you all. And you had to use certain words in a sentence and be a subscriber, all the things, to win. So the first chart is, it's just R30, but it says give thanks. And so you had to use the word thanks in a sentence. And so we're using the YouTube random comment picker. All right, copy over here. Okay, filter duplicate user. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Get YouTube comments. Let's do that. Excuse me, 236 unique commenters with the word thanks in their comment. I miss doing that. Thunder 402. Queen bees love breakfast with liberty for all. Thanks, ladies. You're welcome, Thunder 402. Congratulations. All right, I will pause this for a second and clear this out and get ready for the second one. All right, we are ready for chart number 2. And you had to use the word queen in a sentence. Let's see, how many of you used queen in a sentence? 201. All right, let's pick a winner for the queen chart. Karen Veilleux. The queen of bees took the liberty to give thanks for her delicious breakfast. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Karen. And you win this really pretty queen chart. All right, I will go write down your name on this Post-it, and we'll be back with the third chart. All right, this is the third chart. Sorry about the lighting, but it is Queen Bee. Yeah, Queen Bee. And so since there's 3 of them, we asked you to use the word bees, plural, in a sentence. All right. Copy. Copy the clipboard. Okay. B-E-E-S. Let's see how many of you put bees in the sentence. 178. Okay. Pick a random winner. Karen Goodwin. I would be very busy if I had one to stitch. Karen, this looks like it was the only chart that you wanted out of the whole lot. So that's awesome. Congratulations. A lot of people put thanks for breakfast with Liberty and bees. And you just put bees. So congratulations, Karen Goodwin. All right. Next up, chart number 4. Chart number 4. I don't mean to block out Pam's face. Is, I think she called it, Sweet Land of Liberty. And cute little truck. And we asked you to use the word liberty in a sentence to be entered to win. So I just do this every time just for ha-has. Okay. Alright. Yes, based on a specific text. L-I-B-E-R-T-Y. Liberty. Let's see how many people wanted liberty. 225. A lot of patriots out there. Okay. Ready? Let's pick a winner. Tracy J. Thank you. All are cute, but liberty or breakfast. Well, there you go, Tracy J. Congratulations. Yay. All right, I will be back with the 5th and final chart giveaway. Right, your 5th and final chart giveaway from Rovaris from episode 129, Just Keep Stitching, is Dead and Breakfast. And you had to use the word breakfast in a sentence to be entered to win this lovely, lovely chart. Get your Halloween stitching on. Oh, wait. I forgot to copy the URL. Oh, please. Copy. Copy the clipboard. Sorry about the ring light glare. Okay. Alright. There we go. Breakfast. B-R-E-A-K-F-A-S-T. Breakfast. Let's see how many people want a breakfast. 162. Alright. Let's pick a winner. Lake Erie Stitcher, Laurie Turner. Thanks, Queen of FlossTube, for another Bees Beautiful Breakfast video. So grand watching you at my liberty. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Lake Erie Stitcher, Laurie Turner. Congratulations. You win Dead and Breakfast. Alrighty. So, congratulations to all of our awesome winners. Thank you all so much for entering. And a huge, huge thank you to Rovaris for sending us all of these charts. This is our thank you faces. Alright, I will send you back to regularly scheduled programming now. Bye!
So congratulations to our 5 winners.
Yes, let me read the names. So I'll read them off.
Okay.
So the thanks chart goes to Thunder 402.
Yep.
The Queen chart goes to Karen
Veilleux, I would say. V-E-I-L-L-E-U-X. Veilleux, I would say.
Yep. And then the Bees trio chart goes to Karen Goodwin. The Sweet Land of Liberty chart goes to Tracy J. And the Dead and Breakfast chart goes to Lake Erie Stitcher Laurie Turner.
Okay.
So all of you
need to send an email to the email in the description box.
Yes.
pgsoap@gmail.
Yes.
And we will get those mailed out to you.
We sure will.
So we're glad everybody, I mean, there were 2 or 3 people that even said this was fun to do.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we appreciate Rivera's giving us the charts to do the giveaway for the end of the year extravaganza. Right.
And we know good and well that we owe you a subscriber milestone giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
And so we have been setting things aside, and more than likely that will come to you after we get back from Stitch Away.
Yes.
I don't mean to keep putting it off and putting it off.
No.
But we just had obviously a really busy fall and then a really busy winter. And then once we get...
And we're not going to hit the next milestone like tomorrow.
Right, but we did tell them it was going to be an 8,000 subscriber giveaway.
It is. It's going to be massive. It's just going to be... We're going to break the internet again.
No,
so anyway,
it's going to be good though.
It's coming. So
just I know that I didn't want people out there being like, whatever happened to that 8,000 subscriber giveaway?
We haven't forgotten.
We have not.
We haven't forgotten.
All right.
So that brings us to
mail call. Okay, people.
All right.
I think.
Whoops. Google thought I was talking to her.
No, go away, Google.
All right.
Okay, so this is I would be shocked is too extreme a word, but I would be surprised if we got any more Christmas cards.
Right.
I think we're now to the end of getting the Christmas cards, but we did get some last week, which is totally fine.
Right.
This is from Paula in Texas.
Look at that.
Lovely.
We knew where that was coming from right away.
Sure did. We got this lovely card from our family friends, Karen and Tom.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
And we got this lovely card.
Yes.
From Marlene.
Marlene.
At Stitchin' by the Lake.
Yep.
And then we got a lovely, lovely, lovely package from Maine.
Yep.
From our friend Jan in Maine.
Yep.
And thank you for the lovely card.
Right.
And she got us these super cute kitchen towels for winter time.
Aren't those cute?
Look at that. And look at this guy.
Oh.
Aren't those really pretty?
We just love them.
Yes. And they came from Mary Lake Thompson Incorporated.
Yeah.
I just think he's too handsome.
Yeah. We'll have to get those hung up.
Yes.
But easier to show, still in the plastic.
Oh, yeah. But, can you imagine me trying to
hold it?
Thanks,
Jan.
Thank you. We love you.
Yep.
All right, so the next 2 items are not technically, I didn't get them in the mail, but they were gifts.
What about that?
Oh, yes. Sorry, didn't even see that. I mean, I did see it, but this lovely card came from Jan, who is a new stitcher to Keepsakes and new to FlossTube, watching and all of that.
She lives in the next town over.
No, she lives in our town.
Oh, she does?
She lives in Mason, yeah.
Oh.
And look at this cute little Happy New Year's card. Look at the penguin stats.
Yeah.
They're super cute.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jan. We love you.
Yep.
Okay, so the next 2 items were gifts, so they're not haul because we didn't buy them. And they didn't come in the mailbox, though. But anyway, so Tony...
the aforementioned Tony.
Pim's Pin Comment Tony.
Tony.
She was at the shop on Friday, like we mentioned, and she brought me a belated birthday gift, and I was so happy to get it.
Yeah.
And this really pretty card that came with it.
Mm-hmm.
And she got me this book called Finding Dorothy. And it is by Elizabeth Letts. And the quote on the front says, "Fans of The Wizard of Oz will thank Letts for taking them over the rainbow all over again." Mm-hmm. So it is a historical fiction. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to read this and see.
It kind of places the story that L. Frank Baum wrote in the context of the Depression years in Kansas.
Yes.
With all that was going on. And it kind of gives some historical context to the story.
Yes. Between the bombs and all that.
Right.
And there's a quote in the front of the book. "I tried my damnedest to believe in the rainbow that I tried to get over, and I couldn't." Judy Garland. We did watch Judy while
yeah,
we
we
were on
watched
vacation.
Judy. Have you seen Judy with Renee Zellweger taking the part? Oh,
good.
wow.
Amazing.
So good. Amazing.
Amazing.
Yep, yep.
So thank you, Tony. I can't wait to read that.
Yeah.
And then when we went to Katie and Andy's house on Thursday, I just like saying Andy really loud. I don't know why. She bought this magazine twice and asked if I wanted it. And I saw this on the front, which is a Doreen Jones angel. And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank you, Katie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep, yep.
All right. So the next thing is haul. Talk about your haul, Pam.
Haul, a little bit of haul. I bought a couple of kits.
She did.
I got this. I'd seen it on Etsy. Somebody stitched this on Etsy. They didn't stitch it on Etsy. Yeah. They stitched it and they showed it on Etsy. And I thought it was just sweet. It's called a Christmas Light. And it is from... I can't pronounce this.
Yeah, because we don't speak
obviously,
Cyrillic.
But it is a Russian designer. So it's a Russian kit.
So do you remember what Etsy shop you got it from?
Nope.
Okay, great. Sorry about that.
Nope. It's called a Christmas Light. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty?
If I go into your Etsy purchases history.
Yeah. I think so.
All right.
I think so. So, Christmas Light.
Full kit, right?
Full kit.
Fantastic. What count Ada is that?
16 count Ada.
Cool.
I think that'll be cute.
I do too.
And then I found this on eBay? No. Where did I find this?
Yeah, I think eBay.
Was it eBay?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking I might already have it, but Stephanie assures me I do not.
She does not.
So it's a kit from Dimensions. It's called 'Tis the Season, and it's Charles Wysocki.
Because I'd remember the reindeer.
She said she'd remember that the reindeer in the foreground there.
Okay, can we talk about something really quickly?
What?
Do you have to stitch all that snow?
Something tells me no.
Okay, thank you.
Something tells me no. It is 14 count Ada. We'll see about that.
Good night.
We'll see about that. But
that
no,
would be
I don't
wild.
think so. Now, I think you might have to do half stitches on the blue sky.
Oh, for sure.
But no, you don't stitch.
I'd rather stitch the sky than all that white freaking snow.
I think it would be awfully cute.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I don't remember this. I just don't.
No.
So 1994, people.
It was a good year.
Yeah,
it was a good year.
So I picked that up.
Yep, sure did.
And what did you have for haul?
All right. Well, we got.
Oh, we have whatever.
Yes. So we got our December shipment of the Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month Club, which we are continuing through 2020 as well.
Yep.
And so for 2019, we got 2 pieces of fabric, 1 color and 1 neutral. This is the Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month Club, run again through Crazy Annie's. And we got, for the whole year 2019, we got 32 count Lugana. And so the neutral color is gorgeous. This is Shale.
Okay, this is the even weave. This is the Lugana, right?
32 count Lugana, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
32 count Lugana, yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then the color, which, if you have Needles Dance and you need fabric for it, this would work too.
Yeah.
Twilight.
Yeah, perfect. It would.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm. So in 2020, we are getting 32 count linen. Yeah,
we're going to switch over to linen.
Yeah.
You probably know if you get any kind of overdyed, not overdyed, hand-dyed fabric.
Yeah.
That dyes take differently.
They do.
To Ada versus linen versus even weave.
Yep.
And in the process of dyeing, oftentimes the fabric does shrink.
Yeah.
So, in working with some of these even weaves, we've just found that we might be a little bit more comfortable with linen.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it.
We're going to see what happens.
Okay.
And one note that I wanted to make about Picture This Plus club is that if you are in the 2020 Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month club through Crazy Annie, please make sure that you join the Facebook group. Just search for it on Facebook. And also, I say that because Picture This Plus will actually not be at Nashville Needlework Market this year. I'm unsure of the why behind that, but they are. And so typically they do not let shops pre-order fabric of their new colors. So every year at market, PTP releases 4 new colors. They are releasing 4 new colors this year as well. Nothing changed there. But shops are able to pre-order cuts of it because they will not be there. So we can't buy it from them.
Okay.
So, just like Annie did last year for 2019, if you are in the Fabric of the Month club, there is a discount available to you for the new colors. But you can only access all that information if you read the newsletter in your inbox.
Right.
And another way is to look for it on Facebook.
So is that the crazy, Annie's Crazy Stitchin'?
No.
No.
It's a Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month
Club
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
That's a specific Facebook group.
Yes.
She'll link it below.
Yes. Because you're in it, right?
I assume so.
Yeah, you are. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 2 other small pieces of haul. Yeah. Okay, I want to
talk about Fiddlesticks too.
All right, so I was actually tagged in a post on Facebook. Thank you so much for that. Since I was away for the weekend, I was unable to complete the purchase until I got home. So there is an Etsy shop, and it is called Fiddlesticks AU. AU stands for Australia.
Yeah.
If any of you watch any sort of news or pay attention at all, then you know that there are devastating wildfires happening in Australia right now. And so, Angela, who is the designer behind Fiddlesticks AU, has designed an adorable chart, and all profits from the sales of this pattern will be donated to the NSW Rural Fire Service, or the CFA VIC. So, it is a dang cute chart.
I think it's $1 or $1.50.
Yeah, it's really not.
It's like,
she's not charging you $20 for this little chart, and it's super cute.
No.
And it is to help save the koalas.
Yeah, and all the wildlife.
And all the wildlife, yes. But look how cute he is.
Just devastated by all this.
Yes. So I am going to link Fiddlesticks AU down in the description box. It is an Etsy shop.
Right.
The chart, does she have a name for it?
I'm not sure, but it's probably at the top.
Yep. Bushfire Appeal.
Bushfire Appeal.
Yeah.
Bush or brush?
Koala Bushfire Appeal.
Okay, so you're going to see it. You're going to just look for the koala.
Yes, it's adorable. Yeah. So thank you, Angela, for doing this.
Yeah.
It's sometimes when things like this happen, we feel like, well, what can we do?
What can we do? Yeah.
And this is a good way for us to do something.
Right.
So
absolutely.
Go buy that chart. And then, okay, so I know we've talked a lot about how many Christmas cards we sent this year. We also have return address labels for Just Keep Stitchin' as well. And so we get all of those products through Vistaprint.
Yeah.
Vistaprint is great for a lot of things, but they're really, really good to people who are returning customers. Mm-hmm. So we had racked up some Vistaprint dollars.
Yeah.
So we spent the money on some return address labels, and then we decided to do something a little fun with the remaining balance.
Right.
They also sell prints.
Right.
And so you upload your photo to Vistaprint, and then you can get prints made of them, and not just like 8.5 by 11, 3 by 5, whatever.
Right.
These are canvas prints.
Yep.
So, we also got a Christmas gift from another website for other canvas prints that when they come, we will talk more about that. But we
Right.
plan on having this be the centerpiece of that wall.
Yes.
As a commemorative item for our trip to Europe.
Right.
This was extremely reasonably priced.
Yes.
And all we paid for was shipping.
Got it right set up now?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Are you
sure?
ready? Yes, Pam.
No, you didn't.
Yes, Pam.
Now she does.
Are you ready?
Are you ready for this?
This will be the centerpiece of our Dutch Mania 2019 wall. Isn't that fantastic? And we were able to add the words, the text box that says Dutch Mania 2019. And this is all of us minus Kedra. Don't worry, Kedra. You're on 2 of the other prints.
Right.
And this is all of us outside of the dome in Köln, Germany.
Right.
So,
and
you can see it like wraps around the canvas.
Yeah,
like
it's just super awesome.
Super lightweight.
Let's just tick us off here. There's
Wait, I want to do it.
You want to do it? Okay.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Die.
Yeah.
I can't point really well. That one is, where's the other one? Okay. That is Nurden.
Mm-hmm.
That is Linda from England. That is Nursen.
Mm-hmm.
Nama.
Right.
I said Kelly already, right?
Yes.
That's Steph. That is Stacy. That's Pam. And that's Jean.
Yep. Yep. So it's all of us.
Yeah.
Minus our dear Kedra, but she'll get included in the final display. You'll see.
We took a lot of really good group photos.
Yeah, we took a lot of really group photos.
Really good group photos.
Really good group photos.
Yeah.
And look at how cool that is that that's printed right on there. So we can't forget.
Nope.
And, so wonderful, wonderful memories. My goodness.
So we're going to have a Dutch Mania display.
Yeah.
So when we got, was it 5 or we got 5 other 8x8 canvas prints. This is 12x12.
Right.
So this will be the centerpiece of it, and we'll put the rest of them around this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So isn't that great?
Yes. So
all right.
if you're looking for good,
that's kind of our
prints.
haul plus.
Yeah.
And what are our plans, Stephanie?
Well, I go back to work officially. I mean, I was at work on Friday, but Barbara was also not there, so it was more like just a catch-up day.
Yeah.
I will be seriously back to work tomorrow. Also, Pilot Pete's season of The Bachelor starts tomorrow night, ABC, 8 o'clock. Tune in. I think it's 8 o'clock. It might be 9. Either way, be prepared. Be there at 8. I'm here for it. Also, on Thursday is Debbie.
Should be a national holiday.
Just saying. Debbie at Snug Harbor Crafts.
Right.
It is her birthday on Thursday, so if you are willing and able, please wish our dear Debbie
Go find Debbie and wish her a happy birthday.
Yes.
Because there's only one Debbie.
There's only one Debbie. And we love her.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps it up.
Wraps it up.
For this week for 1:30. And, you know, like we always say, it's time to eat.
Yep,
so,
time to eat. So let's do that.
Hope you have a good week. I kind of teared up looking at that picture. Sorry.
Pull it together, Pam. Pull it
Anyway,
together. There's no crying cross stitch.
I just got a little advance notice that everybody should check out.
Did you share this advance notice with your daughter?
Yeah. Everybody should check out the next episode of Ellen Reed's FlossTube.
Oh.
Just saying. It's a holy moly moment.
Maximum cross stitch power hour.
Maximum cross stitch power hour. I don't know how close she is to uploading it, but she's making plans, people. So get ready because that chick is crazy.
You need to urinate beforehand.
Crazy.
In the best way.
In the best way. We love her. All right.
Okay.
So that's going to do it. We're going to get back to our whips after we eat some food.
Duh.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Make time to stitch.
Yes.
The holidays are behind you.
Enjoy every stitch.
You know, if you haven't already, I know you'll be soon putting your Christmas stuff away like we will. And onward for 2020. We got a retreat coming up in 10 days.
We do.
Because there's no rest for the wicked.
Nope.
Right? All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
We'll see you next week. I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.